would just say that we're thrilled. The ACLU of Missouri is thrilled. We're thrilled for our plaintiff couples. We're thrilled for all same-sex couples throughout the state of Missouri that marriage equality is here. And every couple now who's married in Missouri has the dignity and respect that marriage deserves and that they deserve.
I win.
Andy, let me ask you the question that's kind of like at the heart of people who disagree with this, and that is that in states like Missouri, states like Kansas, when these constitutional amendments pass, they've passed overwhelmingly, 70%, 71%, 72%, and that what the courts did today flies in the face of the will of the voters.
Mm-hmm. I have long since believed that civil rights is not something that should be on a ballot, and that is why we have the checks and balances that our government affords. And when people kind of take a look at kind of just how boring the life of Jim and Grace and I are, in the sense that all we want is just kind of the same rights as everyone else, that is really what should matter, and that the Constitution is here, the 14th Amendment is here to protect our rights. And whereas I definitely respect elections, I respect the democratic process, this is something, in my opinion, that a court needs to be involved in to be able to review the law and make sure that it's being equally applied.
This was a pretty broad ruling. It wasn't just you have to recognize marriages in other states. This was a 14th Amendment right to marry in all 50 states. I assume I mean, that's a very dramatic decision, Gillian, right? You get that sense that this is more than just a technical amendment to the law. And Andy, you too?
Yeah, we definitely, we do. From the legal perspective, this is a huge win. This is under the Due Process Clause and the Equal Protection Clause. It's a fundamental right to marry for everyone, including same-sex couples. The way those benefits would apply, the way they've been applied in the past, they will continue to be applied now to every couple that's married, regardless of where their marriage occurred. So in Missouri, we had 2 lawsuits. The one Andy's talking about is we filed for recognition in Jackson County first. And that was on behalf of 10 couples who were already married in other jurisdictions living in Missouri. And then we filed a second lawsuit that's still pending in federal court for licensing. And we won that in federal court, and it had been appealed. But so now, with this sweeping decision for rights for licensing and recognition, there's now no issue, and that's what Andy was saying.
Jim and I believe we're one of the longest married couples in North America, because we had a trip planned to Vancouver, British Columbia 10 years ago as of July 25th. And he surprised me with a proposal, and so we took advantage of their passing gay marriage in Vancouver, British Columbia, and we're married July 25th, 2005. And at that point, 10 years ago, that marriage afforded us basically nothing in terms of legal protections. We had to spend thousands and thousands of dollars here in the United States to protect our family, just the 2 of us. And then 4 years ago, when Grace came along, had to spend more money to make sure that what would have come with the marriage certificate that we now are able to produce, and it has value, we couldn't, because it wasn't recognized. So with our case, that was decided on my birthday, October 3rd, where our marriage that was legally conducted in another jurisdiction now became recognized in Missouri, that afforded us those rights, and you know, I'm asking for a refund from our attorney for all those fees.
That was October 3rd when, last year?
2014.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And so today what this means is that we don't have any special protections because we were part of this marriage case, or because we were in the state of Missouri, that we're all Americans, and that we should be afforded equal protection under the law and be able to walk up to our recorder of deeds or whomever you get a marriage certificate from, and be able to have your relationship recognized in the eyes of the law, just as heterosexuals.